Archangel Michael says, "There's a vibration in the air tonight that is not ordinary. A shift has happened in someone, who has been hiding the truth for far too long, is about to step out from the shadows. You may not even realize how deeply you've lived inside their heart. They've watched your presence change the direction of their life, but their silence has been louder than thunder. Every time they tried to walk away from their feelings, life kept bringing them right back to you. This person is no stranger, and yet what they're about to confess will feel like meeting them all over again. There was a moment, one ordinary yet unforgettable moment, when they knew they were in love with you. Since then, every breath they've taken has been woven with the hope of one day telling you. The storm inside their soul can no longer be silenced, and the words are coming whether you're ready or not. Their hands have trembled while typing messages they never sent. Their voice cracked each time they almost said what they held inside. But now the clock is ticking and the door is about to swing open with everything they've been bottling up. Type Amen to get blessing 333. You lit something in them the first time they saw you, something that never dimmed no matter how far life pushed you apart. They've spent years pretending to smile while carrying a love so heavy it bent their spine. But no more pretending, not after what happened recently that broke their final wall. Archangel Michael says, divine timing has intervened and all secrets hidden in love are being pulled into the light. What's been whispered in dreams, thought of in solitude, and cried over in silence is about to be spoken aloud. It may shake you, it may surprise you, but it will not harm you. It's been born of pure emotion. A letter might find its way into your hand soon, or a call that comes at an unusual hour. Don't ignore it. The universe has conspired for years to bring this moment right to your feet. There was a picture of you that they never deleted, a memory they never allowed to fade. They revisited it every time they needed to feel close to you. You've become a sanctuary in their heart, even if they were too afraid to tell you until now. Type Amen to get blessing 749. There was something you said once, so casually, that lived in their soul for years after. That sentence repeated itself when they felt alone, guiding them like a northern star. That moment alone made them realize that no one had ever seen them the way you did. They never planned to fall for you. It just happened, like lightning touching earth, like wind crashing into the sea. From the moment your eyes met, they felt something ancient and unexplainable rising within them. They buried this love beneath layers of logic, distractions, and fear. But love is like fire, the more you try to cover it, the hotter it burns. Now the heat is spilling out and there's no turning back. The confession is coming soon, maybe whispered at your door, maybe etched into a long message that took weeks to compose. And when it comes, the truth will change both your lives. Something new will begin, not forced but finally free. Type Amen to get blessing 1182. They've cried over the love they thought they'd never be allowed to express. They envied the people who could stand next to you and not feel their heart leap. But now, they are preparing to become brave, for once, to risk everything for the chance to be honest. There was a time you felt their distance and thought it meant they didn't care. But the truth is, it meant they cared too much and didn't know how to show it without falling apart. all that's about to be revealed. You're going to hear about moments they cherished that you forgot. About small things you did that meant the world to them. About nights they wished to run to you but instead sat alone, holding their tongue. They've seen you rise from darkness, watched you fight silent battles, and still chose to love you through it all. This isn't temporary. This is the kind of love people wait lifetimes for. Type Amen to get blessing 5120. They wrote songs you never heard, drew pictures you never saw, and prayed for you without you knowing. Everything they've done behind the scenes was because they were in love with you since the very beginning. And now that truth is burning its way into the open. Archangel Michael says, some truths are too powerful to remain buried. The moment has arrived where the heart can't hold the silence anymore. The world itself is bending time to let this confession reach you. You might remember the time they looked at you differently, held your hand longer than necessary, or said your name like a sacred hymn. You thought it was fleeting. But to them, it was everything. This love was never gone. It was only waiting for the courage to speak. And now the moment is finally here. Type Amen to get blessing 2989. Their eyes have been searching for you in crowds even when they told themselves it was over. Their soul has been aching with words they practiced 1,000 times in the mirror. Now the trembling lips are about to speak them into your world. They've seen others come and go in your life. But none of them saw you the way they did. None of them felt what they felt for you in silence. You might have felt something too, an unexplainable pull toward this person that never quite made sense. That feeling wasn't imagined. It was the spiritual tether between two hearts meant to align. Soon, that tether will glow. The words will be spoken. And when they are, your heart will know exactly what it waited for all this time. Type Amen to get blessing 4097. You may receive a gift, an unexpected message, or even a sudden visit. The signs are already aligning around you. Listen closely. The universe speaks through timing. Their heart beats faster when you're near, even after all these years. They memorized your laugh, your favorite phrases, even the way your eyes sparkle when you're excited. They fell for you not because of what you did, but because of who you are when no one's watching. They've seen you broken, and still loved you more. They've seen you strong, and felt proud from afar. Their love has survived every test, even the test of silence. And now, all that love is knocking on your door, asking to be let in. Not with demands, but with sincerity. Not for the past, but for the future. Type Amen to get blessing 6221. This love has transformed them. They are not the same person they were when they first met you. Every lesson, every delay, every heartbreak only brought them closer to realizing your worth. They didn't confess sooner because they feared it would destroy what little they had with you. But now, keeping quiet is what's destroying them. They'd rather risk it all than live another day pretending they don't love you. There's a sacred beauty in someone loving you in silence for so long. The confession will not be a performance, it will be the soul speaking its native tongue. You'll feel the truth in every word. You may cry. You may pause. But deep within, something in you will recognize this was always coming. Type Amen to get blessing 8000. Archangel Michael says, the skies are aligning and truth is emerging like dawn breaking after a long storm. This love is divinely supported. It's not just a feeling, it's a destined encounter finally reaching its peak. This is not about rekindling what never was. This is about opening the door to what always should have been. Love never dies, it only transforms, and this one is rising like a phoenix. Expect tears. Expect healing. Expect transformation. Your presence has always been the light in someone's tunnel. They are about to tell you. And when they do, you'll understand why life delayed this moment until now. Type Amen to get blessing 9911. They've rehearsed this confession while staring at the moon, begging for courage. They know this love could still be rejected, but it won't stop them anymore. Their heart is tired of pretending. They will say they've been in love with you since the day you first appeared in their life. That everything changed the moment you entered the room. And that since then, they've only wanted one thing, to be near you, for real. There will be no games, no strategies. Just truth. Raw, real, overdue truth. Your name lives in their prayers, in their dreams, in their regrets. But after this confession, it will live in their future. If you allow it. Type Amen to get blessing 10004. They once walked away thinking time would erase their feelings, but every passing year only deepened them. They tried to forget you, to fill the void with distractions, but nothing worked. Your memory became a permanent resident in their soul. There's a place in their heart that no one else could enter, because it had your name etched into it. Every laugh they shared with others, every new face they met, it all felt hollow without you. And now, they realize they've wasted enough time. This love is no longer a secret they can carry. It's heavy. It's sacred. It's desperate to breathe. That moment they've rehearsed in their mind over and over is finally arriving. They are coming forward not to demand your heart, but to offer theirs. No conditions. No expectations. Just the truth they can't silence anymore. Type Amen to get blessing 10922. Their love was born quietly, hidden beneath shared glances and unspoken feelings. But it's grown louder inside them, demanding to be known. Even if it scares them, they know it's time. They've had dreams where they spoke their truth, and you smiled, reaching out. Those dreams became the only place they felt free. But now, they want those dreams to meet reality. You're going to see a different version of them, more vulnerable, more open, more real. They are shedding all pretense. They are ready to stand in front of you and say, I've loved you for longer than you ever knew. This love isn't for the past. It's for the future. It's ready to live, breathe, and grow. Type Amen to get blessing 11287. Archangel Michael says, the heavens are aligning with your destiny. What was once hidden is now being drawn into divine light. You may feel chills or sudden bursts of emotion. Don't ignore them. They are signs. Your name has lived on their lips during lonely drives, in conversations they never finished. They never said it out loud, but it echoed in their heart. Now, they are preparing to speak it directly to you. This person is stepping into your life not with confusion, but with clarity. They've faced their fears and realized that the only mistake would be to stay silent. You were never just a phase to them, you were the turning point. And now, they are done waiting for the perfect moment. Because the truth is, you were always the moment they waited for. Type Amen to get blessing 11993. When they confess, don't be surprised if they remember things you forgot. They held on to every detail of you like a treasure. They weren't just watching, you were inspiring them silently. They might share poems they never published, voice notes they never sent, or journal entries where your name was the headline. Their love was quiet, but it was never small. It was deep, wide, and unwavering. This is not infatuation. This is soul-deep adoration. The kind that survives silence, distance, and time. They have waited for this doorway to open. And now that it has, nothing will hold them back. Not fear. Not pride. Not even the risk of heartbreak. Type Amen to get blessing 12221. You may receive a message that starts with, "I never meant to keep this from you." Read it with your heart. Behind those words is someone who never stopped loving you. Even in your absence, you were the center of their thoughts. They spoke of you to no one, but carried you everywhere. You lived in their choices, in their sacrifices, in their evolution. They are hoping, just hoping, that your heart still has a space for them. Even if it's small. Even if it takes time. Their love is not looking for perfection. It's asking for a chance, a real one. Type Amen to get blessing 12654. Their silence was not absence. It was fear dressed as patience. But now, patience has transformed into purpose. They are ready to love you not in secret, but in the light. Not behind closed doors, but proudly, publicly, and purely. If you open the door, what you'll see won't be just a confession, it'll be a new beginning. A rebirth. A love that's been waiting its whole life to speak. They want to hold your hand not for a moment, but for a lifetime. Their heart is pounding, and they are ready. Type Amen to get blessing 13007. You've walked through life never knowing the impact you had on them. But they noticed everything. The way you comfort others. The way you fight for what's right. The way your eyes soften when you laugh. Those little things made them fall deeper and deeper in love with you. Now, they want to tell you that your existence healed parts of them that even they didn't know were broken. They were lost until they met you. And now that they're found, they want to build a future with you in it. You'll hear the truth not just in their words, but in the way they look at you. Type Amen to get blessing 13333. Their voice may shake when they say it, Their hands may tremble. But don't mistake that for weakness. It takes strength to carry love this long. It takes courage to finally speak it. And it takes faith to believe that it's not too late. They believe in you. They believe in what you could be together. And they are finally choosing love over fear. This is their moment. Your moment. A moment the universe has patiently crafted. Type Amen to get blessing 13991. They will say, it was always you. Not in a way that demands anything, but as an offering. A truth finally unwrapped. Their eyes will search yours for understanding, not approval. They already know they love you. They just hope you're still open to love. They will speak your name like it's sacred. Because to them, it always has been. The confession will be the key. What happens next is yours to choose. But the love, it's already there. Always has been. Type Amen to get blessing 14,400. Their heart has rehearsed this moment in silence 1,000 times. And even now, they fear their voice may betray the depth of their emotions. But nothing will stop them anymore, because the love inside them is louder than the fear ever was. They remember the very first time they heard you speak. The way your words danced through the air like music meant only for them. That was the exact moment their soul decided it belonged with you. For years, they tried to deny it. They tried to convince themselves it was just admiration, a passing phase, something their heart would eventually outgrow. But it only grew stronger, more real, and now it refuses to stay hidden. They've prayed for strength, asked the skies for timing, and now everything points to one truth: you were always the reason their heart kept beating through the chaos. Type Amen to get blessing 14777. They have seen other people fall for you. Smile at you. Stand beside you. But deep down, they knew none of them could love you the way they do. You have lived in their most sacred dreams, walked beside them in their imagination, even when you were miles away. You were never gone. You were always just beneath the surface of every breath they took. They know the world may not understand this kind of love, the kind that stretches across years, distance, and silence. But they don't care about the world. They only care about you finally knowing what's been hidden for so long. Archangel Michael says, love like this doesn't happen twice in a lifetime. And now, the moment has come for it to finally rise. Type Amen to get blessing 15031. They have waited for a sign, and the sign was your smile. They have waited for a moment, and the moment is now. They are ready to tell you that loving you has been the most real thing they've ever known. You may be surprised when they say it. You may not expect it to come from them. But once the words are spoken, your heart will recognize the truth in them. Their confession will carry all the moments they wished they had said it before. All the times they bit their tongue when their soul was screaming for you. And now, the silence breaks. They will not bring you promises wrapped in fantasy, but a heart that has loved you through everything. Even through your pain. Even through your silence. Type Amen to get blessing 15509. They remember the way you looked at the stars. The way you hugged people. The way you moved through life like you were unaware of your own magic. And that magic is what captured their heart. They tried to love someone else once, thinking maybe it would free them from their feelings for you. But no matter what, they always compared everyone to you. No one else ever measured up. Now they know why. You were not a temporary emotion. You were their destiny. This is no longer about timing. It's about truth. And truth is marching forward, straight to your door. Type Amen to get blessing 15942. They might not say it perfectly. Their words might trip. But don't focus on the delivery, feel the depth behind each sentence. You'll know it's real. They are not coming to fix you. They are coming because you've already healed something inside them. You didn't even know you did, but your existence changed them forever. There was a time they would have done anything to forget you. But now, they've stopped fighting it. They've realized it's not a curse, it's a blessing to love you. Archangel Michael says, when truth is spoken from the heart, it creates miracles. And this moment will be one of those miracles. Type Amen to get blessing 16400. They've seen your pain. Felt your absence. Carried your memory like a sacred object. And now, they are ready to turn all of that into a beginning. They don't want to bring you flowers that wither. They want to bring you the kind of love that grows stronger through every storm. Because that's how long they've been loving you, through every storm. Every message they didn't send was written with trembling hope. Every time they wanted to say, I love you, they held back, afraid it might ruin everything. But now, the fear is gone. Love is louder. They want to sit beside you, not as someone from the past, but as someone who belongs in your future. And they will ask not to be forgiven for the silence, but to be accepted for the love they never stopped carrying. Type Amen to get blessing 16801. Their soul recognized yours long ago. Before the logic. Before the labels. Before life tried to keep you apart. They've spent years building a story in their heart about what life could be like with you. Now, they want to build that story with you, in reality. This confession will change something inside you. Not because it's dramatic, but because it's truth. Pure, raw, undeniable truth. They are not coming for attention. They are coming with intention. A heart full of it. Type Amen to get blessing 17244. You were the spark that awakened something in them they thought was long dead. A hope. A future. A meaning. They are not afraid of your rejection anymore. What they fear now is not telling you and living with regret. And so they are walking forward, heart in hand, truth on tongue. They will say, I loved you then. I love you now. I'll probably love you forever. And it won't be just words, it will be every heartbeat they've held back all this time. Archangel Michael says, love kept in silence becomes thunder when finally released. And this thunder is about to roll into your life. Type Amen to get blessing 17777.